Please excuse my my intro. Just kidding. That song reminds me of the ensemble I'm wearing right now, and if you like what I'm wearing, I actually made it out of a long skirt. And I have a video for you right here showing you how I made it. And I'll also link it down below if you're interested. I'm very obsessed with this look because it's like super unique, but now we're creating a new look with this very pajama looking onesie. Yes, people, I got the most questionable piece in the entire thrift store and I am proud of it. I go thrifting with my mother. The second that she saw this, she was like, yeah, no, honey, you're not getting it. Over my dead body. You're not gonna spend roughly $5 on this giant ass snuggie. And I told her, you don't see my vision, you see? I'm trying to go for, okay, I got this because it has a lot of fabric to work with, but I'm also trying to go for a Clueless vibes.
You don't know the fucking vibes, but anyways.
Like those two-piece, like cardigan, sweater type of look. I think it'll look so nice, and the fabric feels so soft too. Anyways, I'm talking too much. All right, so let's get into the video. All right, my chimichangas. First things first, we gotta measure just how long we want our sweater shirt to be. For me, it was 14 inches. Place a pin or mark to where you want it and repeat this step all across the sweater. I prefer using pins because you don't have to worry about washing off the marker at the end, so I would 10 out of 10 recommend this method instead. As you can see, we are gradually creating a line, and all we do is cut below the line once done, like so. When you're done cutting, flip the sweater inside out and it's time to make it fitted. What I did was grab the measurements of my wrist, my elbow area, and my bicep and apply those measurements onto the sweater. For example, my wrist came out to be 6 inches, so we divide that in half, which is 3, and place a pin where the 3 inches lay. For my elbow, it was 8 inches, so I divided that in half as well and placed a pin where the 4 inches was. Now for the biceps, the circumference of that was 10 inches, so I marked out 5 inches on the bicep area of the sleeve. Now that we got our exact measurements, I like to leave a little wiggle room, so for the beginning of the sleeve, I had it end up being 3.5 inches, the middle be about 5 inches, and the end be about 6 inches. Then I measured just how much I want to take off from the waist on each side, which was 6 inches, so I just put a pin there. Now all we do is connect the dots like so. And then we just sew along the line we just created. And this is how it came out. We are almost done. We just need to cut off the excess fabric like so. Now we turn that sucker inside out and you got yourself a cute ass sweater top. This part is optional, but if you want a more clean look, then just sew the seams like this. I took in the liberty to pin the outline of the skirt already. Also, quick note, I accidentally pinned it on the good side of the fabric, but you must do it on the ugly side, aka when you turn it inside out. I fixed it later, but don't be like me, a fool. Alright, so for the waist, I had to be 12 inches, and as for the bottom of the skirt, it came to be 18 inches. The length is 16 inches, and the midsection is also about 16 inches. Once you pin your measurements, you just connect the dots like so. We cut off the excess fabric and sew along the lines created, and it should come out looking like this. Now we cut off the side flaps and flip it outside in. And of course, can't forget those seams. Now for the remaining fabric, it actually came in pre-made slits, so I'm definitely going to utilize that, but of course we must flip it inside out. I only want to keep one slit, so I had only one facing me and the other is tucked away in the back, and I'll cut off that extra slit later. But first, I'm gonna pin it in place so it won't run away from me, and now we are set for measurements. For the length, I had to be about 15 inches, but I'm gonna elongate the waist and you'll see why in a bit. The waist came to be about 12 inches and the end of the skirt I had to be about 18 inches. The midsection was 15 inches. So pretty much the same measurements as the other skirt. Once you connect the dots with your pins, I decided to keep the top part of the skirt by pinning 2 lines the same width as the waist. I did this so I can transform the skirt into a dress whenever I want. As for the slit, it was way too high up, so I just had my slit be about 5 inches and the rest I pinned and sewed shut. As you can see, the second slit is in the cutting zone, so we don't have to worry about that one anymore. Now we sew the sides like so, and our slit as well. Now the fun part, the cutting. Always be careful when cutting because it can make or break your project. Now we get to flip it outside in. As for the seams, I'm not going to sew it because I can simply just tuck away the edges instead. Alright, 2 skirts and a sweater later and I still got enough fabric to make a, you guessed it, tube top. The length is 11 inches and the strip wasn't enough to be able to go around my chest, so I'm pinning on some flaps so it can. All I did was overlap the flap and had it aligned to the edge of my strip of fabric. When doing this, make sure the big strip's good side of the fabric is facing you, and the flap's ugly side of the fabric is facing you as well. Once we finish pinning both sides, we sew along the edge where the pins are. Now once you open up the flaps, it looks like this. Now we fold the fabric where only the ugly side is facing us and we pin where we want your shirt to end. I wanted the width of my crop top to be 13 inches top and bottom, so that's where I placed my pins. We sew yet again and cut off the excess fabric once more and flip it outside in. For the last and final step, we sew the seams and your last piece is done. Now here are the finished products paired together. I really like the sweatshirt. This will be perfect for spring. And you can never go wrong with the skirt and a slit. Plus, this fabric makes these outfits so comfortable. Since I added length to the top of the skirt, I was able to adjust the length of the skirt like so. Now onto the tube top. I can't even begin to explain how cute these combos came out. Also, what you can do is tuck the skirt into the matching top and make a slit dress in seconds. Not only is it a bit more dressy, but it's just as comfy. For a more relaxed look, here's the second skirt. I feel like the pocket makes this combination far more laid back, which I like. But my favorite combination has to be the 3-piece with the slit skirt, tube top, and sweater. I love the tube top underneath because it adds in an extra layer and a bit of an extra length. Leave a comment down below which one is your favorite. But really quickly, here are some final words from our #1 sponsor. Hello, I just want to say really quickly, thank you so much for watching. It means the world to me. And also, I hope you found it very helpful. I mean, I hope so. And then I strongly urge you to recreate this at home. And if you do, oh my gosh, send me a photo. I have my Instagram down below as well. I would love to see the look that you can make with this, like seriously. Like, I don't know anyone else that likes thrifting as much as I do, so it's kind of cool to, to see photos of others recreating this look. Anyways, all right, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Whoa!